This is Brian Bastida presenting the login user story for the Envo Scholar project. Our product owner is Mark Finlayson and our mentor is Masood Sajadi. So in order to log in, you're going to click on the account button up here. Let's say that you don't have an account. This one is not registered into the database, so if we hit sign in, it's going to say incorrect email or password. Let's use an account that does exist, and we're in. This is my account. So let's look at the use case diagram. So the user clicks on the account button, the login page opens, user fills out the credentials, then presses sign in, and it'll either sign in successfully or display a message that the account doesn't exist. Sequence diagram, the user clicks on account, the login page opens, enter your name, email, and password. It'll send it to the database, and if a user is found, the user will be logged in. If not, the user does not exist. For the class diagram, we're using the HTML for sign-in component, sign-in component.ts, the user service.ts, index.router.js, and the user controller.js. So if we look at the code, this is the HTML. This is the form, the ng form that the user is going to type in for their, this will be the email, the password. This is where you submit. In the sign-in component, well, here you can see it says when the user submits, it's going to do the ng submit, which is going to use this function called onSubmit, which is in here, and it's going to call this login function, which is in here, which is going to route to using the authenticate and the index.router.js. It's going to do a post to the server, to the database, using this module.exports.authenticate.